Net neutrality. I was thinking about this, and it's not an easy thing to explain. I think that's part of the whole cynical thing about this, is that it's not something that you can explain very easily. The wording is tricky, which again, it gets pretty cynical that that's just a way to keep people from really knowing about what's going on. And net neutrality boils down to basically, I made notes for this, that's how. Basically, it's trying to make the internet bandwidth, which is how much data can go across at a certain time. The more bandwidth you have, the faster it is. That's what it boils down to. So if you wanted something to go really fast, you'd have to pay more. So not necessarily for your bandwidth, because you do, like for instance Comcast, you pay for different speeds. But if you wanted to get to, say, Google, you would have to pay a certain fee to get onto those websites. That's if, and it's already starting to pass, so that's what may happen, is if you want to get to CNN or ESPN or Twitter or YouTube for that matter. If I wanted to go to YouTube and I wanted to watch 50 videos in a day, it would cost X amount of dollars, because I'd have to pay so much to get at that YouTube pipe. The YouTube pipe could cost more, or I could pay less and get a lower quality videos. That's what it would boil down to. People having to pay more for different experiences as far as speed goes on the internet. Net neutrality would mean everything stays the same. The way it is now, I pay for my internet and that gets me out to whatever website, and depending on how fast their website is, which nowadays everything's really fast, that would determine how fast my experience is. But if the laws come to fruition, which right now they're up in the air, it really could happen. So that's why this is kind of an important thing. The best explanation of all of this, John Oliver did it. I'll put a link in the description. That was the best description of it. I just kind of want to describe it as if I'm explaining to me. I'm dumb, so I don't know how to articulate things well as I struggle to figure out what words I need to say to make that happen. Net neutrality is the pivot point of the tech industry, of commerce moving forward. Any sort of, if you want to buy anything, if you want to go to buy something at XYZ website and it takes 30 seconds for the web page to load, but you go to this other website and it loads basically like that, which one are you going to go to? So this other website that's really fast, in the proposed scenario, that website paid a lot more money to have a bigger door and faster bandwidth, so that way people can go to it quickly, and the other one didn't. So it comes down to money. It always comes down to money. I've said it before, YouTube is not your friend. Companies aren't your friends either. No company is your friend. Don't ever think that they have your back or something, or they're doing you a favor. That's never the case. You always have to watch out for yourself. And net neutrality could be the point that actually diminishes the amount of speech you have. Because if I wanted to go on Twitter and tweet things, I would probably have to pay an extra fee to have my tweet actually go instantaneously, rather than having to go into a queue and it could take 30 minutes before it shows up, or an hour or something like that. That's another thing that could happen if the laws that they want to pass. It's all up in the air, and the wording is confusing, the tech is a bit confusing, and people want it that way, so that way not everybody can take advantage of what's going on. I'm obviously sitting on the side of keeping the internet as it is now. It's just another money grab. It would have to come down to all of us just stop using the internet and just have all commerce come to a screeching halt for people to really stand up and listen. That's the problem. More people need to just understand what this is, understand who we have to fight, basically, to make sure that what we do as just regular citizens on the internet, what we do and how we do things have to stay the same, and we have to be able to go out and tell people, the powers that be, that if you do this, A, don't do it. B, if you do it, you're going to have to pay some sort of a penalty, either in the ballot box or in the wallet. The wallet seems to be the one that always works the best. We cannot sit by and allow this to happen. It may, and what happens after that, that's the big problem. I don't like this because it's worded weirdly, and the way into it is there's not a clear path, and I really hate to say that it's done intentionally, but it most likely is. Check out the video, the John Oliver description. It's way more concise because he has like writers, and I just made some notes and been thinking about it. Watch that video, and thanks for watching this video.